Hello, I just wanted to give you a key and a review of how to complete the Nearpod periodic table activity from yesterday. Over through the course of the day, students gave me some tips and I figured out some ways to make this a lot easier for you. So as long as Nearpod opens, how can that cover my pretty face? All right, so put myself up here a little bit, get a better view. Um, all right, as always, if Nearpod is kind of hinky, always just hit the recycle button up on the top. That should push it through. There we go. Log in with me. Yeah, that's me. All right. So we talked about the periodic table and the way it was arranged yesterday. So I wanted to kind of go through this. Remember on the periodic table, the groups, the families are the number of electrons in the outermost shell. The transition metals aren't included in this. We'll talk about that in just a second. And then finally, again, the periods or the rows are the number of shells they have. But again, that is more of an issue for high school science. All right. So what you had to do was label these, highlight and label these. Let me move myself again. Man, I'm getting dizzy. Um, Highlight and label these. So originally I said circles. Over the day, I realized this could be a lot easier for us. Is using the highlight tool. Now, again, the first family, the alkali family, is lithium down to francium. We're not going to go ahead and include hydrogen, although it does have only one electron in the outermost shell. It's not a alkali metal. Now, what I found later in the day, it's a lot easier to do this. If I highlight this, and if you don't have a mouse, you can Control C. I have a mouse, so I'm just going to right click and copy. Then when I come back into the text box, I can actually just paste that in there, move it above my unit there, and we're good to go. So let's go ahead and change my highlighter now. Let's go orange. We'll just go in order here. And I will highlight the alkali earth metals. Come to the next column. Oops, let's cover the entire word. Again, all I'm doing is highlighting this. You're going to Control C or copy, right click copy. Come down here, create a text box, paste that in there, put it above the next group, which is the alkali earth metals. The next group we're going to highlight, go blue, is actually this entire section here, this whole lower section. These are called transition metals. They don't necessarily follow the same procedures and guidelines. They're the metals we think of when we think about metal, like silver and gold and copper and nickel. Those are the transition metals. So we're going to go ahead and come up to transition metals, highlight that, copy, make myself a text box, paste that in there. And what I'm noticing about Nearpod is you got to be careful when you're moving that box, because once you close that box, that is where it is going to be. So, okay, going with our pattern, let's go actually choose a color here. And let's highlight the boron family yellow. Come up here, highlight boron family. Oop, how about we actually do the whole family? Copy. And yeah, it's kind of tedious, but by doing this, hopefully you get kind of a idea of the, oh, I don't want that. Oh, too many things. Close that. Paste. That's what I want. And then move that over here. That's okay. Next color is a light blue. We'll go carbon. Again, you can always undo with the left arrow. Light blue. And then again, go up here. That is the carbon family. I made this so easy they're even in order. Copy. Create a text box. Paste. You can actually move to the bottom too if it makes it easier for you. So that's the carbon family. Let's get a new highlighter. We're at green now. Now the nitrogen family. This is group 5. I know it says so. It's 5 because it has 5 electrons in the outermost shell. And again, since nitrogen is on the top of this is the nitrogen family. Copy. Create text box. Paste that text box and move. We'll put this one over on top since we have some room for it. I don't know why. I covered the comma too. It's fine. Our next one is the oxygen family. I'm going to switch a color other than black just in case, but it is a highlighter, so it shouldn't be too big of a deal. Nice straight line, Mr. Rainey. Then that is the oxygen family because oxygen is the head of that family. That is the group 6, so they have 6 electrons in their outermost shell. I don't want all that. You're being really obnoxious. All right, so this one's a little tricky, so I apologize for that. If you need to create your own text box and type this one in, if that's easier, you feel free. I don't really care what color, although I should get it because it's getting harder and harder to read. So as you get harder to place them, just do your best. So Oxygen Family, as long as it's over that one, it's okay. I'll go brown. This is, now again, although F is the top of this, that's the wrong color, it looks like. Although F is the top of this, this is called the Halogen Family, a very reactive group. They react very strongly with alkali metals because they have 7 electrons. They want 1. The alkali metals have 1 electron in the outer shell, and they want to get rid of it. They want to kick Elliot out of town. So they like to react together. So if you look while I'm doing this, you see sodium Na in the far, I don't care what color the text is. Actually, I do. Sodium in the far left loves to react with chlorine and create salt. Halogens can go right in here. And then finally, this last group, and then this was highlight, I apologize, is the noble gases. And again, these have 8 electrons in their outermost shell. I got to actually copy first. So they don't really react very well with other materials because they don't want to take any electrons. They don't want to lose any electrons. They're happy the way they are. I don't care about the color of the text box. And we move this over, put this over here, and boom, and shakalaka, I am done. I can submit, and the activity is done. Then tell me how well you understand the activity. Do you well understand the arrangement, the groups, and the families? I am very confident. I hope so. I teach this stuff. All right. Hope you have a good day. I will talk to you later. Enjoy. Or you'll watch me click off.